If you've spent any time comparing fish finders lately, you know the frustration every model claims to show you fish in crystal clear detail, but when you actually get it in the water, some screens lag, others can't keep up with fast trolling, and a few just feel like overkill for a weekend angler. I went through the same cycle before settling on the Lowrance Elite FS10 active imaging, and after using it on 3 different lakes this season, I can tell you exactly where it shines and where it doesn't. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The first thing that stood out was how quickly I could actually use it without reading a 50-page manual. I mounted it on my aluminum boat one morning, powered it up, and within minutes I was seeing fish arches and bottom contours in real time. The Active Imaging 3-in-1 feature isn't just marketing, it combines chirp sonar, downscan, and sidescan into one readable display, so you're not constantly switching modes when you change depths or speeds. That saved me from fumbling with settings when a school of bass suddenly moved from mid-lake to the shoreline. Where it really impressed me was in fast-moving water. I do a lot of drift fishing for walleye, and most fish finders struggle to keep up when the boat's moving at 3 or 4 knots. The Elite FS10's processor handles it smoothly, so the screen stays responsive even when I'm speeding up or slowing down to drop a line. I also like that it connects to my phone via the Lowrance app, so my fishing buddy could see the same sonar feed on his device without crowding the console. That's a small thing, but it makes a big difference when you're trying to coordinate spots with a buddy. Now, the biggest reason to skip this unit is if you're fishing strictly freshwater lakes with no need for advanced imaging. If you're only casting from shore or trolling in shallow water, you might be fine with a simpler, cheaper model. The Elite FS10 is built for anglers who want to cover more water, see fish in detail, and integrate with other Lowrance accessories like autopilot or radar. If you don't plan to expand your setup, you're paying for features you won't use. Another trade-off is the screen size. At 7 inches, it's not huge, and if you're used to a 9 or 10-inch display, you might feel like you're squinting a little in bright sunlight. The resolution is sharp, but the viewing angle isn't as wide as some higher-end units, so you have to angle the screen just right to avoid glare. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's something to consider if you fish in open water with harsh light. The value here comes from the all-in-one approach. Instead of buying separate sonar, down imaging, and side imaging units, you get all 3 in one box with a single interface. That saves money and clutter on the console, and it's especially useful if you're upgrading from an older Lowrance model. You can keep your existing transducer and just swap the display. The live sonar compatibility is also a nice bonus if you ever want to see fish in real time as you're jigging, though it's not something I use every trip. So who should buy this? If you're a serious angler who fishes multiple bodies of water, trolls at different speeds, or wants to integrate sonar with other boat electronics, the Elite FS10 is a solid investment. It's also a great choice if you already own Lowrance gear and want to stay within the ecosystem. Who should skip it? If you're a casual angler who only fishes a few times a year or doesn't need advanced imaging, you'll probably be better off with a simpler, cheaper unit. After months of use, the only real headaches I ran into were minor setup quirks with the transducer mounting and the occasional need to recalibrate the chirp settings after a big temperature change. But those were one-time issues, not deal-breakers. Overall, this unit delivers on its promise. It helps you find fish faster and with less guesswork, and it does it without slowing you down on the water. If you're still on the fence, check out the link in the description and see if the Active Imaging 3-in-1 fits your style of fishing. For most anglers who want a reliable, high-performance fish finder without the clutter, this one's worth the upgrade.